What's up YouTube, Zack here, and today I am coming at you with a deck for the new format, and this deck of course being the one deck, in my opinion, that wasn't touched by the ban list, Dark Worlds. People have said that they were inconsistent, that they aren't a good deck, but I mean now I think general consensus is that this format, they are a good deck. Deck kinda sounds like dick. But I mean, like, beyond the inconsistencies, this deck can definitely keep up. It's probably the fastest deck this format, and so I decided to at least profile it in case I decide to play it. I know I've done other profiles before of DarkworldMofo, and so this is kind of like his. In fact, it might be the same. I have no idea. I figured I'd show you guys anyway. Any feedback you want to give? I haven't really done Dark Worlds before, but I decided I would give it a shot, and with the Zenmains reprint, I can of course run tour guides in this. Anyway, if you guys didn't see my last video, just that random duel, I haven't been uploading new content just because I had some of my stuff stolen. I got most of it back though, so I think I'm ready to do new content and stuff, so we'll get right into it. So we've got the basic 3 Grapha, discard, you pop a card. Beyond that, I don't really know. He's just 3,000 under gates, so he's your beater for the deck. 3 Snow. Snow is your searcher. It's essentially a Roto when it's discarded. It's any Dark World card though, so it's beyond monsters. Next we've got 3 Brow. This is the turbo version. So of course you run 3 Brow. I think you run 3 Brow in any version. You draw when you discard him. And so he's pretty much good under gates because he's the first thing you remove. And then beyond that, the only other Dark World card I play is Beige, just for making rank 4s or getting Grapha on the field. Because essentially this deck wins just putting a 3,000 beater on the field and taking control from there. So after that we've got a Zephyros. The Zephyros is kind of like the OCG version, where you can bounce gates or skill drain back to your hand just so you can get like a tour guide playoff or reuse gates. Or at least that's what I've been using them for. Next we've got Malefic Stardust. This is just to keep your field spell on the field. If you have this in field spell and no other Dark Worlds, but you have Dark Worlds in your hand, but Dark Worlds in your grave, then you just sit on Malefic Stardust and gates and hope you draw a Dark World card. Next we've got 2 tour guides. They search out the Brow and then they go into your only exceeds pretty much, which are rank 3s. So that's it for the monsters. You run a really small monster count just because you run a huge draw engine. So you run a Lure, since everything in this deck's dark. Card Destruction is your win condition. I would hope you all know what that does. Dark Hole, obvious. Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Foolish Burial, because when Grapha gets in the grave, he can generate your pluses. He bounces a card to special summon himself, and you've got Grapha on the field. So he's essentially, Foolish Burial is a 1-for-1 if you have a Dark World in your hand. Next we've got the actual Dark World cards, which is Triple Dealings, Draw 1, Discard 1, Triple Gates, Remove a Fiend, and then I run Double Drag Down just because I don't have a third. I'm sure I would take out something, maybe something out of the trap lineup to run the third. But I mean, I guess right now I don't have one. That one is look inside your opponent's hand, discard a card from it, and then you discard, well then your opponent picks one in your hand and you discard. So obviously when you activate that, you only make sure you have Dark World cards, otherwise you're just an idiot. After that we've got Triple Upstart Goblin, more of the draw engine. So if you see, I'll show you the whole draw engine, but it's like a majority of this deck is just drawing. So even with the traps, we've got Triple Reckless, more drawing. We've got Judgment for protection, Torrential because I don't give a shit what happens to my Graphas. Double Bottomless, I didn't like running warnings just because I think you take a lot of damage early game if you don't explode. Like this deck has hands that don't explode all the time, and so if that happens then you just go into a Zenmains and you try to protect it. So that's why the Bottomlesses are there. 1 Skill Drain. I'm actually thinking of taking this out, just because Skill Drain can hurt when I've got tour guides in my hand. I don't like paying the 1,000, which sounds stupid, but I don't know, I don't. And it just sometimes conflicts, so I might take this out, especially with like heroes running around. They'll be running their own skill drains anyway, so I don't know if I'm gonna even bother with it. After that, we got Deck Devi, just because it tears apart Rabbit. Well, it doesn't tear apart Rabbit, but it hurts Rabbit. If windups stay around, plants, anything that's coming up in the next format, I think Deck Devi will still be good against. And for the 40th card, we've got Mind Crush. Only one, just because sometimes I use it to draw, or sometimes I use it to get Dark World effects off. Sometimes I actually use it to use it. Anyway, I said I was gonna go over the draw engine, so I figured I'll do that now, I guess. So obviously you use your tour guides for thinning, but I mean that's not even the same thing. That's just more of getting to your monsters faster. So draw engine, we've got, for the monsters, we've actually got 3 brow to draw. We've got triple snow, which also helps search. Spells we're drawing, we've got a shit ton. We've got Allure, we've got the card destruction, we've got, I'm just going through this, we've got triple dealings, we've got the triple upstart goblins. You draw 1 when you activate those, you draw when you use these. So pretty much all of your spells except for 4 contribute to you drawing. And then traps, we've got triple reckless, right there. So right there, that's over 50% of the deck. Helps you thin the deck out some more. So I guess we'll go to the extra deck now. I mean, but like, I just hope you guys understand that this is definitely a turbo deck. You do want to get to your Graphas as fast as possible. If you're not drawing your Graphas, then you're not winning the game. Extra deck, we've got a Leviair to bring back anything from Allure, anything from Gates. Leviair is probably one of the most helpful exceeds next to Wind Up Zenmains. You run 2 of those because you can. I really think there is no other needed explanation. We run Leviathan Dragon if you want to set up your Dark World Gates plays, and so you tour guide Leviathan, ditch Brow. You tour guide into Brow, make Leviathan, ditch the Brow from Leviathan, and then use Gates. And from there, we've got kind of less important exceeds. If you have Skill Drain face up, I guess I go into Acid Golem. Giga Brilliant, you really won't use. I played the Band just because I have room. Greenosaurus because I like doing gay burn damage. Utopia because why not? Photon Butterfly Guy because why not? And Gemini Pearl, and guess what? It's because why not? And finally, this guy, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I would not run him unless you are running Malefic Stardust, because you will not get him out. But beyond that, I just like to flip up Skill Drain and do 4,500, or if like Gores is somehow an issue, 4,500. Or Malefic Cyber End, I don't know, maybe Malefics will be a thing with the Seal of Orichalcos and everybody playing Skill Drain, so why not? And last card, Stardust Dragon for the Malefic Stardust, which is in here somewhere. I don't know, well, somewhere in there. Anyway, that's 15 cards, so I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I want to tell you guys to go down below and rate, comment, subscribe, etc. Whatever you do, guys do. Maybe tell your friends about it. I don't know. Anyway, thanks a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Rate, comment, subscribe, like I said. Otherwise, I will find you. I will find you. That's all you need to know. Thanks a lot, YouTube.